Listen, the Washington Mystics just put belt to ass on Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky. Sonia Citron was out there cooking with hot grease. Stir the pot, stir the pot. Keep cooking, Sonia. That was a show.
The Chicago Sky just took another tough loss, falling 103-86 to the Washington Mystics. On paper, Angel Reese had a strong night with 22 points and 13 rebounds in 28 minutes. But the game told a different story. The Sky were outplayed while she was on the floor, and even the broadcasters couldn't hide their amusement. Meanwhile, Mystics rookies Sonia Citron and Kiki Iriafen made history as the first rookie duo to each drop 20-plus points in the same game. Now people are asking, is Angel Reese actually hurting her team's chances? And what exactly happened during the game that turned her night into a public embarrassment? If you think Reese is bringing the team down, drop a "me bounds" in the comments.
Let's get it! Burn! Lack of awareness combined with a lack of ability to jump. Not great! Burn!
Me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow.
Yeah! Again! Do it for me. Me bound! Burn!
Let's be honest, this has been obvious all season. Angel Reese might keep stacking double-doubles, but the Chicago Sky keep getting blown out. They're sitting at a miserable 7-19, dead last in the playoff race and 6 games away from even being in the conversation. And the worst part? Their current 6-game losing streak actually started before Reese even returned from her back injury.
6 for 16, was that 35%, 22 points, 13 rebounds, got to the free throw line multiple times, 11 free throws for Angel Reese, but the bloopies were blooping, and oh boy, here we go. All right, we go, right, easy open layup, and a stoink right off the bottom of the backboard, and we're just asking for a foul. We're asking for a foul. We throw the ball off the bottom, that's like the bottom side of the backboard, asking for a foul, no foul to be given in this current point in time.
The game against the Washington Mystics says it all. Reese finished with 22 points and 13 rebounds, pushing her double-double streak to 11 straight games. But here's the problem, the Sky got crushed 103-86. That's a 17-point beatdown, and it happened with Reese playing 28 minutes. Chicago's defense fell apart, especially inside, where the Mystics racked up 52 points in the paint, proof that Reese wasn't exactly holding it down on the defensive end.
Hey, new strategy, team. Angel, keep doing your part. Everyone else, go rebound her misses. Burn! If she keeps missing layups at this rate, she's gonna be serving buttermilk pancakes at Denny's. Butter? Did somebody say butter? Butter pecan! Burn! At a certain point, you just got to applaud greatness. A me bound on her back? Are you kidding? Bang! Simon says, give me another pray-up. How about it? Bang! She really hit under the basket on a layup. Get this girl GPS. Bang! Everybody get up on your feet. It's time to meet and greet the most underpaid athlete. Bang!
Here's where things got downright embarrassing for both Chicago and Angel Reese. Washington rookies Sonia Citron and Kiki Iriafen made WNBA history as the first rookie duo in Mystics history to each score 20-plus points in the same game. Citron poured in 28, while Iriafen added 22 points and 10 rebounds. These two rookies didn't just play well, they outclassed the Sky's veteran lineup and made them look like a JV team in their own arena.
Man, Kiki Iriafen got the better of her today. 22 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 8 of 14 shooting, man. Kiki stirring that pot on Angel today. Listen, the Chicago Sky are trash. And Washington Mystics, you are a 500 team fighting for the playoffs. You are scrapping to get into that playoffs, and I respect it. Led by 2 rookie all-stars, and Angel Reese had the nerve to say they have the best young core in the...
Coach Tyler Marsh didn't hold back after the game, calling out the team's failure to protect the paint, a clear jab at their interior defense. Reese struggled offensively, shooting just 6 of 16 from the floor and racking up 5 fouls that limited her effectiveness. She did hit 10 of 11 free throws, but that means little when the defense is getting lit up on the other end.
First of all, we all know the Indiana Fever had the best young core in the league with Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark. Forget young core, that's probably the best duo, period. So, during that whole thing, when she said, yo, we the skyscrapers, best young duo in the league. When she said that, I told y'all, we all knew CC and AB was better. That's not even a conversation. I said, wait a second. Are y'all sure, Angel, are you sure you and Camila are better than Sonia Citron and Kiki? The last I checked, the Washington Mystics had 2 rookies that made the All-Star team. And boy, did they show why today. They took this matchup personal.
The Sky actually scored 86 points, 9 more than their season average of 77. So offense wasn't the issue. The real problem was their defense, which completely collapsed. And that blame falls squarely on the players meant to anchor it. Giving up 103 points and letting rookies make history says a lot about how broken the defensive setup is. This has been the story all season. Reese puts up solid individual stats, but the team keeps losing. Her numbers don't matter when they don't lead to wins. At this point, the truth is hard to ignore. Individual success without team results is just empty noise. And things got even more embarrassing during the game itself.
Spins on Reese, comes back. Yes, off the window. As she's saying, too small on the way back. Very subtly so, but she had the hand.
Want to see what real humiliation looks like? Angel Reese found out the hard way. In the first quarter, Washington's Shakira Austin scored on her, then hit her with a brutal, too small gesture, right on live TV. To make it worse, the announcers called it out for everyone watching at home. Austin didn't just get the bucket, she made sure the entire arena, and everyone tuning in, knew exactly who got the better of that moment.
Here are Austin going at him. Everybody's just going at him. The Chicago Sky are food. And I mean, it's just embarrassing to the point where it's like, as a Sky fan, y'all are probably happy y'all lost by less than 20 points today. And that is embarrassing. That is ridiculous. Y'all getting popped, bro. Y'all not just losing. Y'all getting smoked by 20 and 30 and 40 and almost 50. Bro, y'all are terrible. Something has to change. Something has to change.
This wasn't just standard trash talk, it was a clear message. Shakira Austin's too small gesture wasn't random, it was a direct shot at Angel Reese's defense getting exposed on national TV. That moment summed up everything wrong with Chicago's interior defense and Reese's struggles to protect the rim when it counts. Austin dominated her on the play, and the announcers didn't let it slide. They highlighted the taunt, adding to the embarrassment for someone expected to be the Sky's defensive anchor.
Listen to this. We have the commentators that are actually laughing at this.
To be able to attack and finish inside, and Washington has done that incredibly well so far. Reese missed the first one, still with it locked. Give this one to...
We have commentators laughing at this.
Washington has done that incredibly well so far. Reese missed the first one, still with it locked.
They realized that they were laughing and then quickly stopped themselves. Like, oh, I can't laugh. I'm live right now. I can't laugh. I'm live right now. Let me let me get real serious real quick.
What made it even worse was Reese's response. After getting worked by Austin, she didn't raise her defensive level or adjust. She kept struggling while Washington kept picking Chicago's defense apart. That single moment exposed everything wrong with the Sky's defense and showed why the team keeps losing, no matter what Reese's box score says. Now compare that to real defensive anchors like Aaliyah Boston and Lexi Hull. They face tough matchups all the time, but they stay composed and deliver. You don't see them getting taunted on national TV, because they actually play winning defense. When things get tough, they lock in. They don't become the opponent's highlight reel.
Angel Reese went home and got cooked in front of everybody. She played a good game, but her team got destroyed. This team is pitiful. Pitiful. And the sad part is, it's not like they have anywhere to turn. Ariel Atkins didn't play today, but she ain't been winning them no game. It's not, they have nowhere to turn. They went and made moves in the offseason as if they had a team to go out and win games and try to compete right now. Going and giving up your young draft pick for Ariel Atkins, going and getting Vandersloot, who's hurt. I mean, I just don't understand the direction they thought they were going in. But this has been malpractice from the management to the coaching to a lot of these players. Terrible.
Austin's taunt wasn't just about one play, it summed up the entire night. The Mystics dominated from start to finish, and Chicago had no answer. Sonia Citron dropped a career-high 28 points, mostly because the Sky had zero interior presence. Kiki Iriafen added 22 points and 10 rebounds, turning the game into a milestone moment, for all the wrong reasons if you're Chicago. Both rookies outshined the Sky's veterans and made franchise history in the process. For Angel Reese, this on-court embarrassment was just the beginning of a rough week. Getting outplayed and mocked on national TV should have been rock bottom, but things got worse. Washington's 103-point explosion exposed every flaw in Chicago's defense, with Reese at the center of it all. And while the team crumbled on the court, an even bigger storm was brewing off it. The real drama was about to unfold on social media, and it involved a WNBA legend.
All of you all that are gonna go home and write a biography on how wrong this is, you guys can kick rocks. What's up, fam? Candace Parker here. I'm gonna do a tier ranking of WNBA players. I'm gonna try.
When a three-time WNBA champ calls you a C-tier player, you've got two options: step up your game or start beef online. Angel Reese went with the second. Candace Parker didn't hold back on her new podcast Post Moves with Aaliyah Boston, dropping some blunt but honest takes. Instead of responding with performance on the court, Reese jumped straight into a Twitter feud, showing exactly where her focus is right now.
And Cameron Brink, I think, is, the unknown. So I put Cameron Brink on the C level, I think, just in terms of her kind of showing glimpses of what she's capable of. I think WNBA, with the space and her length and versatility, she's going to be able to have an impact on the defensive end immediately. Then you got Angel Reese. I put her right at that C level.
Candace Parker was brutally honest when she placed Angel Reese in the C tier alongside Cameron Brink during a player tier breakdown. She made it clear this wasn't about hate, it was about real basketball evaluation. Parker even said, "I in no way, shape, or form am a hater, but what player are you taking Angel Reese over from the ones I just listed?" She was referring to players who can truly lead a team and be primary scoring options, something she clearly doesn't believe includes Reese.
In terms of being above, you have to be able to have the ability to carry a team, be a 1 or 2 option. I think Angel Reese is fantastic at her role, which is offensive rebounding. She showed and demonstrated so much growth in that first year. I think that this is my tier.
Instead of answering with her game, Reese fired back on social media with a cryptic post. "Cloud is one hell of a drug." Like, it really gets to a point. Just think about that. She's accusing a 3-time WNBA champion and 2-time MVP of chasing clout. And this is coming from someone who hosts her own podcast, regularly inserts herself into Caitlin Clark headlines, and sparks social media buzz on a weekly basis.
We have her reposting this. I'd be mad too if a girl who was beautiful, rich, famous, rich and famous, lifestyle of the rich and the famous. They always complaining, always complaining. Shout out to Good Charlotte, man. They were a quality band. They were a quality band. And well-liked among her peers, comes in, breaks my records, gets promotion, brand deals I couldn't get, and then has the audacity to steal my vet. I'd be bitter. Angel Reese reposted that. And then Angel Reese puts out her own tweet. Clout is one hell of a drug. Like, it really gets to a point. Oh, shots fired. Shots fired.
Parker's assessment zeroed in on Reese's limitations as a primary offensive option and her inability to lead a team to wins. While she gave Reese credit for her offensive rebounding, she questioned her overall impact, especially when compared to top-tier players like Caitlin Clark, Aya Wilson, and Nafisa Collier, who were ranked higher. It was the kind of blunt, honest analysis you rarely hear from former players, and it hit a nerve for good reason.
A'ja Wilson, reigning MVP, couple Defensive Player of the Years, 2 championships, If there was something higher than S, I would definitely put her up there. But Nafisa Collier, she's up there with top tier with Asia. Just her ability to play on both sides of the ball, pump fake, she's gonna make you choose wrong. I know you guys are gonna say I'm biased because I'm putting all 4s at the S, but the 4s run the league. Don't ever forget that. Brianna Stewart, the versatility, reigning champion from last year. She's got 3 of them things. I don't think there's any debate with that.
The irony is hard to miss, Reese calling someone else a clout chaser while her entire brand thrives on controversy and social media buzz. Sure, Parker was promoting her new podcast with Aaliyah Boston, but she was also offering real basketball analysis grounded in performance and impact. Despite the backlash from Reese's fanbase, Parker stood by her comments, making it clear this was an honest evaluation, not hate. She compared Reese to the league's top talent and pointed out exactly where she falls short in the areas that define elite players.
This is where it gets tricky. Caitlin Clark is at an A level. I think in time she's gonna raise up to that S, but in order to put her at that level, she's gotta have a couple more years. So I'll put Kelsey Plum at the A level. 2-time champ, now took on the challenge to be #1 option in LA. I would say KP is definitely in that tier. I would love to put Sabrina Ionescu in that A range. She got that elusive championship. She's one of the best shooters in the WNBA, if not the best shooter in the WNBA.
The uncomfortable truth is that Candace Parker's critique matches exactly what we've seen all season. Reese keeps putting up double-doubles, but the Sky keep losing and slipping further out of playoff contention. Her reaction to the criticism shows she might be more focused on managing her image than fixing the holes in her game. The real issue isn't whether Parker was being harsh, it's whether she was right. And based on this season's results, it looks like she absolutely was.
And yet again, her fans have talked her into another one-sided beef. The other side doesn't know that they're beefing, but as far as Angel Reese is concerned, as far as the Reese's Pieces are concerned, oh, it's beef and it is on site. The last one-sided beef, you guys know. This current one-sided beef started innocently when Candace Parker was asked to ranked players who were clearly better than Angel Reese. The Reese's Pieces threw a temper tantrum, tagged Angel so many times, tweeted about it so many times, that now Angel Reese is convinced in her own mind, oh, this actually is beef. Candace Parker, you don't like me.
While Angel Reese stirs up drama and racks up empty stats, real WNBA stars are out here making championship-level impact. Caitlin Clark, for example, has completely changed the Indiana Fever's trajectory in her rookie year. She didn't just put up numbers, she made everyone around her better. The Fever went from bottom tier to a team fans actually care about, and that shift didn't happen by accident. What sets Clark apart is her ability to elevate her teammates without needing the spotlight or social media hype. Lexi Hull became a more confident shooter and smarter playmaker alongside her. Kelsey Mitchell adapted her offensive game to complement Clark's presence, proof that Clark isn't just fitting in, she's lifting the entire team.
A lot of people say that Caitlin Clark moves the needle. That is wrong. She is the needle. She dictates. We all know what she's done on the floor. It's history, right? But off the floor, my goodness.
Look at how Sophie Cunningham approaches the game in Indiana, focused, effective, and drama-free. She contributes to winning basketball without picking fights with legends on social media. Players like her handle criticism the right way, by leveling up their performance, not by posting vague shots about clout. The contrast couldn't be clearer. Under Caitlin Clark's leadership, the Fever are on the rise, building something sustainable and exciting for the future. Meanwhile, Chicago continues to slide, despite Angel Reese's flashy stats. The Sky are missing the playoffs and getting embarrassed on national TV, while Indiana is becoming a team people actually want to watch. That's the difference between real impact and empty numbers.
Angel Reese is the double-double queen. They got the brakes beat off of them last night by the Minnesota Lynx. Angel Reese's double-double, I think 11 points, 11 rebounds, was meaningless and insignificant.
What makes 2025 so exciting is the shift toward teams built around real team players, not stat chasers. The league is starting to value chemistry and collective effort over flashy individual numbers fueled by social media drama. Front offices are prioritizing players who elevate those around them, not just themselves. Aaliyah Boston is a perfect example. As Candace Parker's podcast co-host and a key piece of the Fever's rebuild, she embodies everything Angel Reese doesn't. Boston is all about team success and long-term growth. She doesn't rely on controversy or pick fights with legends to stay in the spotlight. She lets her game and leadership speak for her.
Caitlin Clark is a superstar, not a female superstar. She is a superstar.
We were coming to see Caitlin Clark play.
She moves the needle. The WNBA has been looking for someone who moves the needle.
Real WNBA talent shines brightest when the focus is on team success, not personal branding. Caitlin Clark's rookie season proved that true impact goes far beyond the box score. Her presence changed the way the Fever played, approached games, and planned for the future. Watch the games, and the difference is obvious. Real stars build championship foundations. Social media personalities build follower counts and controversy. That's why Indiana has fans excited. Players like Clark and Aaliyah Boston are creating something real and sustainable. Meanwhile, Chicago has become a cautionary tale. Despite Angel Reese's rebounding records and double-doubles, the Skies sit at 7-19, second worst in the league. It's proof that individual stats mean nothing when your team can't win. While Reese racks up numbers and feuds with legends online, Clark is transforming a franchise and making the WNBA better. Real basketball fans see the difference between substance and spectacle, between empty stats and actual winning basketball. If you think Reese is making her team worse, drop a "me bounds" in the comments. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss out. Click the video on screen, and we'll see you in the next one.